Hello, my name is Ron Gore. In this video, I will discuss and illustrate some of the uses of the word but in A Course in Miracles. The title card quotes two passages from the Course. The first complete passage is, "And no one here but holds a concept of himself in which he counts the good to pardon him the bad." And the second, "Not one but must believe that yielding to the attention of guilt is the escape from pain." Sometimes the use of but can be confusing, so the purpose of this video is to help you be confident that you know what these passages mean. First, let's define the word but. We'll take a look at three of its definitions from Merriam-Webster's dictionary. The first, used to introduce a statement that adds something to a previous statement and usually contrasts it in some way. This is its function as a good old conjunction, its most common usage. It's really not confusing, but we'll take a look at a couple of examples. Here's an example of the first definition. All are called, but few choose to listen. And another example, truth is beyond your ability to destroy, but within your ability to accept. These examples are self-explanatory, and as I said, not particularly confusing. A second definition of but is other than, except. For example, and what but truth could have a thought which builds a bridge to it that brings illusions to the other side? And another, everything you seek but this will fall away. In this case, it's used as a preposition. A prepositional phrase in the first one, but truth, and in the second, but this. It's difficult to find these examples of this particular use in A Course in Miracles. Maybe it's because there aren't very many exceptions in the Course. A third definition of but is only or merely. For example, ideas leave not their source, and their effects but seem to be a part of them. If you substitute merely for only, it reads, ideas leave not their source, and their effects merely seem to be a part of them. In this case, but is used as an adverb, modifying the verb that follows it. This use is not common in today's language. Using but to mean only is but an ancient use. Here's another example of but being used where it means only. The peace in you can but be found within. Substituting only, it reads, the peace in you can only be found within. So, if it doesn't look like a conjunction, and it's not a preposition meaning except, then try substituting only or merely. If it makes sense with the substitution, then you have the right meaning. Here's another example where only or merely may be substituted for but. The world but demonstrates an ancient truth. If we substitute merely, it reads, the world merely demonstrates an ancient truth. The complete sentence reads this, the world but demonstrates an ancient truth. You will believe that others do to you exactly what you think you did to them. But what if substituting only or merely doesn't work? Here are two examples where substituting only or merely doesn't work. Forgiveness has no place in such a scheme, for not one sin but seems forever true. If you try to substitute only, it just doesn't work. For nothing here but is defined as what you see it for. Again, substituting only makes a nonsensical sentence. But is clearly not used as a conjunction or as a preposition in these two sentences. It's actually used as an adverb, but substituting only for but doesn't work because of an added negative. The word but is used as a limitation in the equivalent way that a negative is used, making this a case of a double negative. In order to fix the double negative, we simply remove both of the negatives, and then sometimes we have to make an adjustment in order to make the sentence make sense. For example, forgiveness has no place in such a scheme, for every sin seems forever true. We take out not and but, which are the negatives, and then we have to change one to every in order to preserve the meaning of the sentence. Another example, for everything here is defined as what you see it for. Nothing becomes everything, and but is removed. Since our problem in understanding comes from double negatives, all we need to do is figure out how to eliminate them, because they in effect cancel each other out. Here's another example eliminating the double negative. No one who comes here but must still have hope. The entire sentence reads, no one who comes here but must still have hope, some lingering illusion or some dream that there is something outside himself that will bring happiness and peace to him. When we fix it, it reads, everyone who comes here must still have hope, some lingering illusion or some dream that there is something outside of himself that will bring him happiness and peace. Finally, we'll take a look at the two examples from the title card. The first, and everyone here holds a concept of himself in which he counts the good to pardon him the bad. And the second example, everyone must believe that yielding to the detraction of guilt is the escape from pain. These tricks will apply to just about any use of the word but in A Course in Miracles. If it's not used as a conjunction, see if it's used as a preposition, meaning except. And if that doesn't make sense, try substituting only or merely. Finally, check for a negative that, when combined with but, make a double negative, and then eliminate it. And if A Course in Miracles still doesn't make sense, check out my video giving an overview of A Course in Miracles and my 6-part summary of A Course in Miracles.